What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and we are back to talk about Summer House Season 9, Episode 1 through 7. Okay, so buckle up because I got a lot to say. So let's start off. The season starts off with us talking about or really updating ourselves, if you will, on the Carl and Lindsay saga. Okay, as we all know, Lindsay is now pregnant with a bundle of joy. She had a little girl, but we come back to the season with a little bit of anxiety because we don't know how these two gonna act around each other now that they are broken up, didn't get married, and now she is pregnant. Okay. And she's excited. She comes to tell everybody. And she's also having a little bit of anxiety, even if she didn't want to openly admit it, that Carl was coming to the house. So it's definitely a little awkward, but you still got to get your coins. So they both going to be on this TV show. Okay. So Carl comes to the house. He's, feeling away, but I think that Carl overall is glad that he dodged that situation, if you know what I mean. Lindsay, listen, I don't think that everything is going to work out with her baby daddy either. Lindsay has some things that homegirl needs to change. Okay. Lindsay wants to be in control. But one thing I will say, Lindsay, I think that she's going to be an excellent mother. I think that Lindsay is very steadfast at wanting to be a good mom because of what she didn't get growing up with her mother, taking the choice to leave her. So she's like, I'm going to be there for my daughter. I got what I wanted. I got my kid. All's well, all's good in the hood. Okay. So moving on, we have Lexi, which is a newcomer in the house, and her and Jesse are canoodling. Jesse is all in love with Lexi all of a sudden. Now, let me say this. Lexi is one of those girls that just thinks that she is the bomb.com. Now, let me say something. Lexi is beautiful, okay? She's a beautiful girl, but she is an average beautiful at best. Girl, you are now all of that. It wasn't giving all that you thought it had gave. You talking about your parents, y'all go through the back door because people think y'all celebrities or y'all are treated like celebrities. Okay, girl, because you modeling and all this, that, and the third. It's all right. But please believe Jesse was doing all of that until he could get in that middle, if you catch my drift. Okay, because the TikTok be, they don't play around with the things you say. All right. So girl, after he got the goodies, the good got, and now he over here trying to get with Sierra. Okay. Sierra and Wes. Let me talk to you for a second. Wes, you're a clown. Yep. You did a whole lot. You did the whole page 6 thing, and then you want to come back and act like you and Sierra should be the best of friends and doing cartwheels together around the house. You've lost your mind. Yeah, you definitely have done that. Sierra is not checking for you, honey. First of all, you got on this show looking for clout, period. You came on the show, you thought Sierra was pretty, you wanted to get with her. It was a true test for you to try to do whatever you could to get in what do they call it, GTG. Okay, that's what you wanted to do. Once you got it, you even try to camouflage the situation by taking her to meet your parents like you really cared. You just wanted to conquer Sierra, and once you got her, now you on TV and you like, ooh, there's a couple of women in my DMs. I don't believe there's as many women in your DMs as you try to make the world think. But if you like it, I love it, sir. You are definitely average at best too. But moving on. You listen, I hope it was worth it. You didn't have to be in a relationship with Sierra, but nevertheless, you could have been less of a coward and just said, listen, I'm just trying to get in where I fit in. If you let me fit in you, I'm going to do that. If she let me fit in her, I'm going to do that too. Just say that. Just go on and say that you want to be single and you want to do your thing. And don't worry about what Sierra thinks. At the end of the day, if you are on this show and you decided not to be with her because you want to be out here frolicking in the land of girls and the biz naive, go ahead and do what you got to do, sir. Go and do what you got to do. Moving on. Let's talk about this whole Craig and Kyle situation with Loverboy, okay? Because we're going to save the best for last with Craig and Paige. Kyle, Loverboy, I've had a couple of them. Definitely a tasty, tasty drink, okay? But, sir, you and Craig are not besties like that. I could see if you were Austin getting mad at Craig because he went and did some type of brand deal with somebody else because Austin has a beer line as well. Maybe Austin should be mad that you are trying to get Craig to be some type of ambassador or do something with your brand and he has his own brand. How about that? They are closer than you and Craig. So the fact that you got an attitude because Craig went and took some pictures with another brand, you have lost your freaking mind. Listen, Kyle, you can't get mad at everybody that don't drink a daggone lover boy and pick up a Heineken once here and there. Your drink is not the only drink out here on the shelves, okay? Your drink is amongst many, like going to the grocery store and buying a loaf of bread. Pick one. What flavor do you favor today? Okay? You got it all over the TV screen every season when we watch Daggone Summer House. Goodness gracious. Let somebody drink something else. I mean, goodness, Craig is not your bestie. And at the end of the day, that is a real B type of move for you to be rage texting Paige the way that you did. That's a female. And you're doing too much. That is team entirely too much. You did too much. If you had a problem with Craig, you needed to call Craig and have a conversation with him man to man, not calling his girlfriend and taking out your negativity on her. Even your little attitude that you have with Hannah, you need to let it go. Okay? Amanda is friends with these ladies, and you need to stay out of women's business. That's just what it is. They got a new little guy up in here. Rule. Yeah, however you say your name. Yeah, he got different people up in out of his room. Let me say this about you, Rule. I wouldn't let you, I wouldn't even let you smell it. Let's just say that. I don't know how you getting all these women to come up in the room with you, but I by the looks of it, I'm pretty sure they regret it later. I'm pretty sure they regret it later. But yeah, you're not giving nothing. You're not giving nothing this season but a fan on the middle section. And I don't like it. You're not entertaining. Moving on. Craig and Paige. Last but certainly not least, okay? Paige, let me say this, sis. You and your pointy shoulders have really dug yourself in the sand, okay? Paige, this entire season, I already see you for your worth. I see you for your work, okay? You are trying to make it seem like you are, woe is me. Craig is trying to make me some Stepford wife and I don't want to be one. Craig is trying to minimize me to some housewife and that's not what I want to do. Craig is mad that my career is soaring and doing this, that, and the third. No, Craig wants clarity. Craig is a grown man. Now, Kyle said that Craig be, telling the little lies sometimes. Craig, you do be stretching the truth, but it's no lies told where it comes to Paige. I definitely agree that Craig loved Paige. Okay, Craig loved him some Paige, and I think that he just wanted Craig. I think Craig didn't want to accept it, but he needed to be honest with himself and Paige and see that this wasn't going to work. Paige ain't worth nothing but a bed bug. All she did was sit up in that room, talk trash with Sierra every summer, contribute absolutely minimally nothing to the season, and that's it. But now she's doing podcasts and all the things, okay? Listen, Paige, nobody really was checking for you, honey. Let's just be honest. Nobody was checking for you until you got with Craig. Craig has the more seasoned show. Craig had more of a personality on his show. Y'all got together. Y'all were cute together until it wasn't anymore. You just should have told him, I'm not interested in the same things that you're interested in anymore. Period. And that's it. Stop trying to make him look like a bad guy. Y'all just didn't work out. Move on. I don't know what it is with Bravo thinking that these breakups and all this, that, and the third is so interesting. We got to have a new one every season for the show to be on the map. It's silly and it's actually overdone, and we're good on that. Paige, you done moved on. Craig, move on. Let's just let it go. We also forgot to talk about the fact that Jesse is playing games with Lexi, and now he wants to talk to Sierra. And then we got some clips that maybe Carl liking Sierra too. Is this going to be Sierra's breakout season where she actually do something besides mumble in the background? Because, Sierra, I'm really getting tired of you laying up in that bed with Paige, too. I'm going to need to see you doing some work this season, too, sis. And if it's being the apple of every man in that house's eye, great. I want to see something going on. Jesse, you trifling because Wes is your friend. He going through all this stuff with Sierra, trying to convince everybody when he's sneaking out in the middle of the night that he's such a good guy trying to come back in the morning. You think you're slick. We know what's going on. But comment down below. Do y'all think that Sierra should give Jesse the time of day or Carl? Or just find somebody else? I don't know. let's talk about it because I'm sick of all of them at this point.